Hey, what's up, y'all? Y'all good? I hope so. Okay, listen. So, in the trailer for the next episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville, right? Chris and Nell, they sitting outside, and Chris is like, "Do you even know what the issue is between you and Letitia?" And Nell is like, "You and Marceau." And he's like, "Wait, me and Marceau, the issue with you and Letitia?" And she like, "Yeah." She said, "But she better leave me alone before I come in her marriage with something that I do know." Now, this is not the first time that Nell and Tisha have had an issue with each other, because if you go back, I can't remember what season it was, but it had to do with the expo. Nell felt like her and Chris should have been a part of the expo. They should have been included in the meetings, being that they have been on in North Huntsville longer than any of them, right? But they were not included. So when you go back to when Tiffany had her baby reveal, Tisha was completely ignoring Nell. Like, Nell would say something, she'll ask a question, she was just ignoring her. So Tiffany brought up, because they didn't include Tiffany either, so she brought that up. Then she brought up the $100 situation between Stormy and Marceau, and Nell was like, "Well, I wasn't there. What is it about the $100?" Neither Stormy nor Tisha would answer her. So Nell goes, "Stormy, I wasn't there. What's the thing about the $100?" So Stormy looks at Tisha and says, "You want to talk about it?" Tisha's like, "No, I think we talked enough about it." And so Nell's like, "I'm not even talking to Tisha, Stormy. I'm talking to you. You can't speak for yourself." So by that time, Tisha gets up and walk away, right? When you go back to, I don't remember what it was, but Tisha hinted at Nell having a problem with her based off who she came on the show through, i.e. Mel. She felt like the reason her and Nell weren't really vibing with each other is because Nell was Melody's friend. So she felt like Nell was acting funny with her because Mel didn't like her, right? It's funny how the tables turn, because see, Nell was being a pick-me. When she came into the group, she was being a pick-me because it seems like she wanted to be a part of that group more than she wanted to keep her relationship with Mel. Even when it came to hanging out, I hardly ever saw Nell at any of Melody events, but she was always hanging out with the Scotts and Stormy and Destiny. She was always with them because, like, okay, at the baby shower, she was being a pick-me when she brought up what Tiffany said to Sheree about, "You must got that good if he ain't cheating on you," something like that. So when Mel get there, Tisha's like, "I don't know if we should talk about that in front of her." And Mel, you know how she is, girl. Okay, what y'all talk about? It ain't gonna affect me either way. So that's when Nell say, "Well, did you hear about Tiffany asked Sheree about blah 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 blah?" And Mel's looking like, "Baby, I ain't got time for this. I'm about to go get me some food." That was her being a pick-me, right? Then she was being a pick-me with the group again when it came to Sunny, with the Sunny, Moses, Destiny situation. When they get to the airport, they wasn't expecting Sunny to walk in there. So all of them looking like, what is she doing here? Tisha got a stank face and everything. They barely speaking to the girl. She got to go get her luggage. Ain't nobody trying to show her where to go. Ain't nobody trying to go with her. All of them going to get on the van so they can be talking slick. And Nell, she get on the van talking about something. This gonna be interesting, ain't it? All that, right? What's the girl name? Kimmy. She talking about this changes everything. What did it change, Kimmy? That's why I felt like they already had got together talking about what they was gonna say, what they was gonna do. You got Tisha sitting on the van, don't want to talk to the girl, looking all crazy. Trish not saying nothing to her. Then you get over there to St. Thomas, and y'all still acting funny with the girl. You're getting your feelings because y'all feel like she got a better room than you. But why do you think she want to be back there in the lines then? Huh? Then Nell acting funny because she feel like she closer to Mel, so she should have had a better room. But why would you think that Mel would put Sonny back there with them? Y'all act like y'all want to be friends. Y'all kicking it, so you go back there with Ed. So then you get to the dinner table. There's another scene with Nell being a pick-me. Now she over there interrogating Sonny about the Moses situation. Then we get to the table again, where now she joined in with the group talking about Mel's fan base. And she's like, "Well, I came to you about that." And Mel like, "Came to me about what?" And she was like, your fans, and they was saying I was this and I was that, and I ain't that, and they don't know me. So, I was saying, but I had to understand that there's really nothing that you can do about it, this, that, and the other. So the whole time, you being a pick me in all the situations. But now, see, it's funny how the tables turn. Because the same way you was going in on Sonny, the same way you was treating Mel, now it's happening to you. Because if you be honest with yourself, Nell, they don't like you. That's it. That's all. But see, when the one that we thought was your friend was trying to tell you who these people are without telling you who these people are, and then you saw with your own eyes how they treated her, but you still chose to be a pick-me within this group. That's why you get it what you get. That's why they treating you the way that they're treating you. And if you don't step up, put your big girl drawers on, baby, and stop acting like you need to be friends with these people or you need to be in their circle, they're going to continue to treat you like this because you acting like lightweight. Y'all get down in the comments and let me know what you think, and I'll talk to y'all later.